Do you own your habits, or do your habits own you? Habits are behaviors that we do regularly without giving them much thought. These behaviors can be positive or negative, and they have a big impact on our lives. Positive habits benefit us and help us achieve our goals. Think of things like exercising or meditating. Negative habits, on the other hand, can harm us and negatively affect our lives. These are things like smoking, excessive shopping, or spending hours scrolling through social media. The main differences between positive and negative habits are how they impact our physical and mental health and our overall well-being. Chances are that if you've come to this video, you aren't questioning how to change a positive habit, which means you're here to find ways to break destructive ones. So I'm going to give you an example. I have a slightly addictive personality at times, and when I find myself getting lost in a negative habit, I'll test myself. I give up that habit for 30 days to see if I'm in control of the habit or if the habit is in control of me. It's a crazy test, but it's gonna let you know if a negative habit has taken over. So if you have the cojones and want to do the cold turkey approach, then stop a negative habit that you're doing right now. If you're addicted to watching videos or scrolling through social media, stop it right now. Put down your phone, walk away. If you're trying to quit smoking, throw out the pack of cigarettes. Haven't been to the gym in a few weeks? Put your workout gear out and go first thing in the morning, or after work, or right now. But get it done. But hey, maybe the cold turkey approach isn't for you and you need to take baby steps instead. Either way, if you're not sure if you have a bad habit, here are some ways you can find out. Start with a little self-awareness. Be honest with yourself and look at your behavior. Are you able to stop the habit when you want to, or does it feel like something you have to do? If you find yourself doing the behavior without even thinking about it, or you feel compelled to do it even when you don't want to, that's a sign the habit is in control of you. Are there negative consequences that you're aware of, but you continue to keep doing it anyways? Take a closer look at how often you engage in these behaviors and the intensity of your urges to do it. Does it take much to be able to resist what you want to do? Can you avoid that donut or piece of cake at the office? Are you okay with leaving your phone in another room for a few hours without feeling the urge to check to see if you have new emails or notifications? When you're self-aware, you can identify your own negative behaviors, understand the underlying reasons for those behaviors, and then take steps to change them. Let's say someone has a habit of lashing out at other people when they feel stressed or overwhelmed. Without self-awareness, they might not even realize their behavior is negative and hurtful. But with self-awareness, they can recognize that this is a problem, then identify the triggers that cause them to lash out, and develop strategies to manage their stress and emotions in a healthier way. Frank is a man who struggles with procrastination. Every day he finds himself putting off important tasks, causing stress and anxiety to build up. But today, Frank has decided that he's tired of feeling stuck and he's ready to take action. He identifies his negative habits and writes down why he wants to change them. He sets a specific goal for himself, committing to complete one task each day, starting right now. It's not easy at first, but he remains committed to his goal. As Frank continues to work on breaking his old habit, he replaces it with a positive one. Instead of procrastinating, he takes breaks to exercise or meditate, which help him stay focused and energized. Frank decides to join a support group. He finds comfort in the community of others who are also working on overcoming negative habits. Mindfulness and journaling become a part of his daily routine. He learns to recognize the triggers that lead to procrastination and respond to them in a more positive way. He acknowledges that change takes time and effort. Fast forward a few weeks and Frank finds he's no longer feeling stuck. He's more productive, less stressed, and more fulfilled. He's overcome his negative habit by taking action. While this is a simple story, you have to realize that it's possible for anyone to overcome negative habits. It doesn't matter how deeply ingrained they may seem. It just requires that you take action. But this requires motivation and discipline. It's not an easy journey, but it is worth it. Breaking negative habits can lead to a more positive and fulfilling life. Once you've identified negative habits, you have to work towards eliminating them from your life. Like in the story, Frank found ways to get over his habits. Earlier, I mentioned that I stop a habit for 30 days to really test how it affects me. It can be challenging for the first week or so, but it gets easier. A key is to find something productive to keep yourself busy and take place of that old habit. If you binge watch TV, try binge reading books about a subject you're interested in. Could you imagine what your life would look like if you spent 2 to 3 hours a day reading a book? You could probably read a book a week if you were that committed. How far ahead would you be with that knowledge? What if you dedicated that time to learning a new skill so that you could change careers? Maybe you want to learn how to become a video editor. Take your downtime, and that's in air quotes, downtime, and do something productive with it. There are thousands of courses out there that teach valuable skills. If you're on a budget, find a YouTube creator that teaches what you want to know. There's a community for everything. Or better yet, why don't you start your own YouTube channel and document your progress? Whatever way you look at it, just get started. There are so many benefits to breaking negative habits. Most importantly is that it's going to help improve your mental health. Breaking bad habits can alleviate stress, anxiety, and even physical health problems. When you stop doing things that aren't going to serve your future self, something in you changes. Sure, you get the satisfaction of knowing that you were able to break a bad habit, but more importantly, if you did this right and you replaced it with a positive habit, you'll start noticing big changes in your life. I started this video by asking if you own your habits or if they own you. Pause this video and take a second to look at some of your habits. What's one that's taken over your life? One that you can challenge yourself to break over the next 30 days? What's something you can start doing that will help you get closer to the life you want to live? Drop down in the comment section and share your thoughts. We can bounce some ideas off of each other, and if you're struggling, feel free to reach out on social media. Be sure to share the video with someone who might need to break a bad habit. And if you're looking for different ways you can improve your focus, you should also check this video out.